Hello and welcome to a new episode of Base News Network. We're doing something a little different today. We've never done a video podcast and we decided to try it out for the first time, so it'd be nice. We're doing a hotline episode, so we asked y'all to call in and we're going to give you some epic advice on your burning questions. I'm really excited to dive into them. There's a lot. Yeah. So
Sophie set up a hotline for people to call in.
Yeah.
And we've got a bunch of questions, so we're going to be going through the questions, listening to them, and responding. And yes, this is on video. I actually, at this point, I don't really even know where this video is going to be, if it's going to be on YouTube or Spotify or whatever.
It's good. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
We'll figure it out, but, assuming, I'm just going to caveat right now, like, if the video just breaks, then then you're going to be listening to the audio, but... No, right now there's a camera recording in front of us, so we're experimenting.
We're experimenting because we're scientists.
And we also are drinking some Korean
beer,
rice beer.
Yeah, we thought maybe it would help us with our advice, like a little liquid courage.
I almost took a sip of the microphone.
It's already hitting, guys.
It's already hitting. One sip in.
Yay.
So this is an experimental episode.
Yeah.
We
want to give back to
want to give back to the community.
Yeah, for thanks. I mean, like... You guys listen to us, so we want to help you with
life.
With life, and I got a lot of questions, a few trolls. I figured there'd be like some trolls.
I thought you meant that we are giving back to the community by filming ourselves. Like I thought you were just like,
oh no,
we want to give back to our audience who've been loyal listeners by giving you footage of us.
Oh no! I meant
gracing you with our images of us.
I meant advice, but that's a perk. I hope.
So
yeah, let me know what you think of this video format. Someday we'll be rich, and someday we'll have like a cool studio where we can be like freaking like H3 like studio. But right now, this is what we got, and I think it's kind of like kawaii, like a little bit slay. So yeah.
So no news today.
No news. Although let's just do a little bit of news, which is basically this is your special day, and I know.
All right, let me say it. Donald Dump's mugshot dropped, and it's a piece of crap.
Amen.
And everyone is looking at it and laughing. And I bought a custom dartboard with the mugshot on it, so I can throw darts at it. That's a story for another time. That's the only piece of news you need to know this week. Yes, there was also the guy in the plane in Russia who died. Who cares? Let's just talk about the advice because we don't care about that. I mean, okay, we care about Ukraine.
Well,
we care about Ukraine.
He was like the Wagner group. Wasn't he like a Nazi?
Basically.
Yeah, we can't get into that right now.
I want to focus on the advice. I'm drinking my Korean rice beer. I don't want to think about fascists right now. Let's put the freaking voicemail on.
Yeah.
Sophie, kick it away with voicemail number 1.
Okay, so...
Hey, Base News Network. My name is Nick. I'm calling for some advice. I am what you might call chronically online, and it's starting to carry over into my love life. The other week, I was on a date. This girl was telling me about her job as a teacher. I thought that was really cool. So I responded to it by making the soy jack hog face and telling her that it was totally based and tutor pilled. I've felt my soul physically leave my body, and I really haven't done the same since. So my question to the Punk Nation is, how do you separate your language and identity when interacting with real people and still come across genuinely? Thanks.
All right.
So just to reiterate, so it sounds like you went on a date and you with a teacher, and you said that they were tutor pilled. You
did a soy jack face. You went. Well, the funny thing is about that is like that's literally how Kaio and I interact in real life, and we're like a couple. So it's not that like that would actually be like that is not that weird to me, but I can see how it isn't like because both of us Kaio are like very online, right? And like we're used to that, so it's.
There's definitely times where Sophie and I go to parties together and we'll be like, oh, that's so epic. And then someone else at the party will be like, oh my gosh, you two say epic? And it's like, oh yeah, I forgot that we like, people don't say that outside like us on the internet. So my advice is to be your authentic self.
Oh, wow. You gotta be yourself.
So honestly, if you're going to be saying, okay, so maybe you shouldn't be saying, soy jack stuff on the first date. Maybe even if you're on a date with...
I don't know if I feel like you should, like you were saying earlier, you should be yourself. So like, if that's like how you genuinely interact with people, like you should just do that, because you're going to eventually find a woman who like likes that kind of thing and will like accept you for who you are.
Okay, but hold up.
Okay.
I'm going to disagree here a little bit, because like if I am someone who talks like that and I want to be in a relationship with someone else who's online a lot, I think that's a good idea. That's compatible. Yeah. But I go on a date with someone who says that they're like tutor pilled and based or whatever. Even if that's how I speak, and even if I'm looking for someone who's also chronically online and who speaks like that, the fact that they said that on a first date is kind of like a red flag to me.
Really?
Because I feel like it's signaling. Yes, I feel like it's signaling like a lack of like I don't know, like boundaries, I guess, or not boundaries, but like or caution.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Like just like being uninhibited and not like having the like little discretion.
Yeah, like I feel like you like.
But it seems like it wasn't intentional. Like he regrets it, right? Like
yeah, exactly.
He wasn't like trying to be like that. It just like came out because that's how he is. And I honestly like I really relate to that, because like that's how I am, Kaya. You know, like I would be saying like Among Us like all the time. I can't stop. You know, like. It's really involuntary for me. Like a lot of the stuff I do very similar stuff to that. And
I guess I'm saying is like save it for the second date. You know what I mean? Save it for the second date.
Yeah. I mean, you got to feel out the vibe, you know, like if she's like into that kind of stuff, you can kind of like let it slip a little bit. But, you know, like that would work on me, and it clearly did. It
would work on Sophie. So that's maybe good advice. Like
just feel out the vibe and like just be very cautious when you're talking to someone, like the first time you're meeting them, you know, like, but if it feels right, you feel compatible and you feel like this person would get it, then I say go for it, because it might like make you guys closer, like feel like you have more connection if you're like, oh, we have similar humor, interests, you know what I mean?
Yeah, don't beat yourself up to it over too much, you know?
Because like you want someone like I would be really sad if Kaio like didn't do soy faces too, you know?
Okay, well.
Yeah, so you got this. Yeah, don't beat yourself up, and like it's okay to be chronically online, but
yeah,
I just like feel out the vibe first, I would say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't that you were actually discriminated against for being online a lot.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's hard these days. It's hard. All right. Do you want to get into another question?
Let's go right into the next one.
Okay. All right.
I hope we helped that person.
Yeah,
in their dating.
I hope we helped. Okay. Here's the next one.
Okay. My girlfriend of about a year and some change, he broke up with me about a month and a half ago over text message with little to no explanation. And so I have been very weak. I've been texting her, talking to her still, you know. I'm a little bit under the delusion that we could still be friends, but I haven't broached the topic of like getting an actual call or a FaceTime where I can like actually ask her like, why would she break up with me over text? I don't know. Should I call her, or is closure a myth? Please answer quickly, because I don't know what to do.
Oh, I'm so sorry. This gives me flashbacks.
Wow, that's a sad one.
This gives me flashbacks to my last relationship. Because the like same thing happened to me, kind of. Yeah.
All right, Sophie, you can give I have thoughts, but you can go. You can take the lead on it.
Yeah. So this happened to me with my ex-girlfriend twice, because like she did this to me first, like 6 months passed, and then like she like texted me again, we got back together again for a little bit, And then she did the same thing, like broke up with me over text with like no explanation, or it was just like so out of the blue and felt like just really shitty. Like I think like doing that is really messed up. Like, and I feel it's so sad. It's like so sad. Like especially if she's not giving you like an actual explanation why. Like breaking up over text isn't cool, but like without an explanation is even worse. And the fact that like, I don't know, like you're still talking to her and stuff like that, but she's not like setting boundaries yet, like broke up with you. It feels like very like shitty of her on her part. You know what I mean?
I think Sophie, I think you're understating how shitty it is.
It's really
like,
yeah. I mean, I don't mean to. I mean, it happened to me, and it was awful. It really was. Like I don't know. Like,
I think
I don't know what it is about like lesbian relationships or like whatever. Like, but that should be going on.
I can't comment on that. But what I can say is this is very clearly a situation where the person who did that to you, you know, they're not right in the head.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't do that to another person unless something is seriously wrong with you. Literally. So you are dealing with an ex or someone who is like sick in some way. Like they are mentally ill.
She's letting her still talk to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so what she did was really hurtful to you. She's continuing to hurt you by letting you talk to her. Yeah. So you have to realize like none of this is your fault.
No.
There's nothing you can do because you are dealing with someone else who is like twisted.
Yeah.
So you can't approach this
like
situation.
Not normal social behavior.
You can't approach this person rationally. You can't calculate in your head how can I get back with this person, because this person, to break up with someone like that after such a long relationship is twisted. So you just have to remember, I am dealing with someone who is they hurt me really bad, and they probably will do it again if I manage to somehow convince them to get back together.
It happened to me. I mean, I didn't convince her, but like she came running back and then did this it again. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I felt so dumb for like trusting her, but I got really angry the second time because it's like, you did this to me again over text. Like, stop.
Yeah, I would say the whole like closure thing. If you call, do a FaceTime, whatever, and like have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
You're not going to get an you're still not going to get closure. They're probably just going to say things that are going to hurt your feelings really bad. They're going to try to like, you know, like there is no justifying or rationalizing breaking up with someone that way. Yeah. So don't even try to get an answer.
I mean, it's like one thing if you went on like 3 dates maybe and it's like you're not feeling it.
Yeah.
But this is over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not okay.
So
so yeah, I would say don't even bother to like call or I mean, honestly, like if this would make you feel better, you could say like, hey, what you did is really fucked up, or like not cool, please don't do that to other people, you know, like if that helps you to like express how you feel about the way she went about it, I'd say go for it. But this isn't someone you want to have a relationship with. You can't rely on this person. I would just move on, because you're bound for like much better things than this. Like you deserve way better than this. It's not worth it. I know it hurts so bad. I know it really, really, really hurts, but you're going to feel better soon. It's going to be okay. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If there's any communicating between you two, I completely agree. It should just be you explicitly saying what you did was really hurtful. I don't want anything to do with it. I'm out of this. Yeah. I don't want to be friends anymore.
You can say
either.
your piece, you know, if that helps you bring, like I think that's the kind of closure you should aim for if you do aim for it, rather than like actually trying to have a conversation. Why? Because like Kaio said, like you're not going to get a rational response. So I feel for you. I hope you feel better soon. I'm really sorry.
You have our support.
We have our support. Okay. All right, let's get into this next one.
So I'm a hi, my name is Rod. So I'm a college student. I'm about to start my third year of college. And right now I'm a double major student in psychology and philosophy with a minor in religious studies. And it's going good. Like, I have a good GPA and everything, but it's more like, what do I want to do after college? That's the one thing I'm always like, I sometimes stay up at night thinking like, oh my goodness, I'm going to be done with college in a few years. What do I do? So I really want to know what y'all think I should do or any tips on how to alleviate that anxiety. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, Kai, you can probably speak to this.
All right, I'll take this one because
Yeah,
I'm the one.
I have some thoughts too, but you can.
All right, I've actually graduated college,
Yeah,
so
I'm a senior.
let me just first off set the record straight. Just so everyone, because I'm sure there's people in college who are anxious. Everybody who's in college has anxiety about this. If you're in college and even if your major is something a little bit relatively like softer, like psychology and philosophy, the truth is that yes, college is very expensive. You get a lot of debt, but the truth is that there's college. You get your money's worth. Okay, you have like most people who graduate, or I'm sorry, yeah, most young people don't go to college. I think that's one thing that's important to remember. If you look at like the statistics of like how many what percentage of people of Americans who are on the job market have gone to college, I'm gonna say I don't know if you can Google that, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it's like 40%. All right, I'm gonna do a fact check on that.
Okay.
So basically, what I'm trying to say is like, oh, you might be beating yourself up like, oh, I have such a fluffy major. Don't beat yourself up. You go into college, graduating, you already have like you actually, believe it or not, you're privileged. You're privileged, okay? You're going into a freaking economy with an unemployment rate that's like the lowest it's ever been in American history, and you have a college degree, which means you are upper middle class. So I'm not trying to like be a hard ass here, but I am literally telling you, you are like blessed, and you are going to find a job. What you're gonna do, I don't know.
I feel like the major, like, or what you actually study doesn't matter so much.
It doesn't matter.
It's like the fact that you get the degree, and it's like if you have the practical skills that you can apply to, like, I would just recommend, like, I feel like, okay, philosophy, psychology, religious study. I mean, I think it's really cool that I feel like you're like committing to the like scholar bit. Not a bit, but like you're really going full scholar. You got psychology, religion, and philosophy. So that's cool.
You can
I would say like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
You can absolutely positively get a cozy, comfy office job with that.
No, yeah, and I would say like what I would recommend is like maybe like learn some like practical skills that you can put on your resume so that you can like say, hey, I know I have these skills. Like I feel like the major like doesn't, or like whatever you study doesn't matter so much. It's like, okay, like do you know how to do Excel? Do you know how to do some basic coding? You know what I mean? Like, I guess it depends on what you want to do. And I guess you don't know what you want to do yet, which is okay, by the way.
Get yourself a cozy, comfy office job. I have lots of friends who majored in like music and philosophy and like all these kind of squishy things. And they end up with a comfy, cozy office job in like marketing or something like that.
Yeah, I would say, go for marketing.
Go for marketing.
Yeah, marketing's always a good.
It's, just like, do that. Go
like,
to marketing.
I would say like learn some sort of skill that's like you could teach yourself online that you can like say, hey, I know how to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
I don't know how much that matters, but it's like, I mean, if you know how to do like the stuff you need to do in an office job, like Excel, you know what I mean? That's valuable. Like, and like, see if you can get like an internship or some sort of like opportunity to show like you have like experience working in some capacity that's like beyond like, I don't think all these things are necessary, but if it helps alleviate your anxiety, makes you feel a little more marketable to jobs, I think that isn't a bad thing. You know what I mean? Like, I just like, because I don't think it matters so much like what he's been studying. It's more like
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, or what
you're smart. You got a college degree.
Studying.
You got a college degree. You're smart. Like
it's like get your degree.
Yeah.
Get your degree, but like don't worry so much about what it is you're studying.
Yeah, and I also just want to clarify, just so I can get the facts right. So back in 2009, 40% of American adults had college degrees. Now it's up to 50%. So
that's only half.
It's only half. So you are literally in the stronger half. Psychology, philosophy, all sorts of jobs are all happy to take that.
You could
because
be a writer. I mean, depends on what you like. I mean,
Yeah.
and it's okay to not know right away what you like. You're gonna be okay.
You're gonna be
You're gonna
fine.
be fine.
You're gonna be fine.
You're gonna be
Trust
fine.
me.
Yeah, you got this. You seem like a smart person.
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
Basically, I met this guy at church camp when I was 13 years old, and yeah. So, anyways, he and I have been a thing ever since then, but it's like a situationship, and he's just kind of like, bro, he was going to drive 2 hours for a vape, but won't drive 2 hours to see me. And it's like, does he really care about me like he says he does? Or, yeah, I don't know. And he's also at a college, like a church college, so, and doesn't want to be in a relationship because he's too busy with college and too busy with his future, which he's going to be a pilot. He doesn't even need to go to college for that. But anyways, I digress. What do I do? Should I ghost him or should I, like, keep talking to him? I love you, guys.
Oh, I love you too. Oh my god, this is a really funny one.
So you're dating a soon-to-be pilot who drives 2 hours to vape but won't drive. So wait, do you live 2 hours away? That's kind of what's going on there?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of things going on here. I would say pilots sound kind of cute.
Stop. I would say okay, girl to girl. I'm assuming you're a girl. Sorry, I don't know because I don't know I don't know the full tea. But anyway, I feel like situationships, just like girl, do not settle for a situationship, especially one where, like you said, he would drive 2 hours to get a freaking vape rather than like go see you. And like 13 years old, so like if he's in college, like I don't know how old the situation, like you guys are like, it's been a while. It sounds like it's been a while, and like I don't think you should waste time with someone like this who like clearly isn't like fully committed or interested in you, because like you deserve better than that, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
like this guy doesn't seem like he wants to be in a relationship. And that's not there's nothing wrong with you. It's just that this guy just like doesn't want to commit.
No offense, and it's really not offensive what I'm going to say. It's just, it sounds a little bit like you're kind of like maybe something that someone he'll hang out with when there's not much else going on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's not you. It's just like this guy isn't like.
Yeah.
It just seems like he's not interested in a relationship, which is not fair to you because that's clearly what you want.
You know deep down what's best for you to do, because when you were talking in this message, we can hear that you could tell like, oh, this is probably not a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Like we're here to tell you, yes, you're right. It's not a good thing.
I don't think you should waste your time with this person. You know what I mean? Like, also he's a vapor. He vapes. That's kind of lame.
He's suffering from addiction, Sophie. Don't insult the vaping.
Like,
but yes, he should quit.
He's like he's vaping. He's like gonna be a pilot. Nothing wrong with pilots. Like,
pilots are dope.
Pilots are dope, but like, I just don't think you should waste your time. Like, it seems like you've been in this situationship for long enough.
Is he flying over to you for 2 hours?
Yeah, why doesn't he fly over to you then?
I would fly to Sophie.
If he cares, yeah, exactly.
See?
If he really, guys, if he would. Wait. How does that go? If he wanted to, he would. If he wanted to, he would. So go for something else. Don't waste your time in a situationship, period.
All right, next one.
Yeah.
Alright, when I first heard my mom fucking sucks, and she called and asked if she could visit in 3 days, and I'm stressed the fuck out. This is crazy. I can't send this. But she's like been out of my life for like the last 10 years, like doing drugs and shit. Like just surrounding herself with shitty people. Like my life's been threatened. Like I was almost kidnapped. Like it was crazy and awful and stuff. Like I feel like it's justified. Like I hate her. No, like I think so. I don't think it's crazy. Like she didn't ruin my life, but she didn't do nothing good. Anywho.
Okay, well.
So it sounds like you've got a bad case of the crazy mother.
Yes. I think like I think you're totally valid to not want to see her.
I feel like this is one of those things where not everyone, but a hell of a lot of people have this issue
Yeah.
where they've got a mom, a dad, a someone in their life that they feel obligated to hang with.
Yeah.
And they suck and they don't know how to handle it because, if you have a bad friend in your life, you can just never talk to them again. That's fine.
Right.
But your mother, it's like, what the, like, that's a really, really hard one. So I won't lie. I don't know the details of how badly she's mistreated you because there's certainly a line.
Sounds like, I mean, almost kidnapped, her life threatened.
Was that the mom who kidnapped her?
Yeah. The mom almost kidnapped her and threatened her life.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, sorry, let's just say this rice beer is kicking. If it's true, if it's really truly the case that she threatened your life and kidnapped you.
Also, like, you don't need those things to happen to like want to not have contact with your parent, and like, if you know what I mean. Like, that's like very extreme, but there are like very bad things that are less extreme than that are totally valid reasons for not wanting to have contact with your parent. You know what I mean?
Could you give an example?
No, like for having an abusive parent, like, who emotionally abuses you and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, if your
like,
parent's
I'm saying,
abusive,
like
yeah.
this is bad, but like things that are like, this is really bad is what I'm saying. But like, there are things that are less severe than this that I think are still valid reasons for wanting to go no contact with your.
That's true, but there's also times where someone who you really love, goes through something that temporarily makes them absolutely crazy.
Yeah, no,
and you got to stick with them.
I'm talking about like having an abusive parent.
Okay,
like,
so I don't have enough information from what you said, but it sounds like your mom might be abusive. I think it's totally valid to say, Mom, if you're gonna visit me while I have all this stuff going on.
It's also been like 10 years since they've seen each other.
Okay, I must have really not heard this question right. Okay. All right, so yeah, you should tell your mom no.
I think like if it's been 10 years, like you don't need to do this.
Yeah, like reuniting with your mom after 10 years sounds like something you plan for like months in advance.
Yeah, and only if you clearly don't want to. I don't think you have any reason to see this person like she's not entitled to having a relationship with you, especially after what she's done, according to you. So
yeah, we're gonna say don't.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it. This
you
actually
deserve better.
This sounds like a no contact situation. Yeah, you should maybe consider going.
And it's
completely
been no contact for 10 years, so I mean, I don't think you need to unless.
Yeah. And dropping in 3 days in advance sounds like your mom has not recovered from all the insanity.
Yeah, exactly. Like this isn't planned. Like this should be something that's like a real conversation. Like there should be an apology involved. You know what I mean? Like this you deserve better. Ugh, I feel bad for our listeners. They're going through it. I mean, we did ask for people to talk about their troubles, but I'm so sorry. Okay, so I'm going to play another one now.
Hi, Beast News Network. I'm a big fan, long-time viewer, and I have a question. I recently got a job as a waitress, but I quit after my first shift because I realized that I don't like to work. So I was wondering, are there any jobs for girls who don't like to work? Thank you so much. I'm such a big fan. Love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.
Amen, sister. I've been saying this.
The eternal struggle of hating your job and then realizing you're unemployed and realizing that's even worse and then keep going forever.
Okay, so what jobs do you recommend for girls who don't want to work? Content creator, podcast.
Those are not real jobs. Do not do that.
Kidding.
Do not do that. So.
Oh my God! Wait, yeah. What should she do?
If I had the answer to this question, I would be really happy because I think.
True.
Lots of people are in the same boat as. So I would say,
Waitress. Okay, so she didn't like waitress.
Okay, being a waitress is like one of the worst jobs ever.
True. You should try something new. Like dip your toes into something like a little less bad.
I would say literally anything else besides being a waitress is a good place to start.
I feel like I don't know, again, like an office job sounds better.
Get yourself a squishy office job if you can.
Like check email if you can, emails, Excel, like because at least you like can kind of zone out, you know what I mean? Like and not deal with as many people. Like you're still gonna always have to deal with people, but people mistreat waitresses to an abhorrent degree,
I would say. And just get out of there, find something else. And this is gonna
young, like you have there's like a lot of different things.
And I want to I just want to make clear to everybody listening, Sophie and I, we don't think office jobs are fun or good.
Yeah.
We just think that literally every job that exists
out there.
Every job that exists sucks.
Yeah.
So you might as well get the job where you can have a second tab with Reddit on it. So when things slow down, you can go on Reddit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Exactly. No, exactly. Like find the most like comfortable job that doesn't make you hate life.
Yeah.
And so that you can do things like multitask / like do things you actually care about while else like being able to like finance those things.
I would even dumb it down even more. Find a job that is tolerable.
Yeah.
Because that's the best you're going to do in this society. Find a job that's tolerable, and then once it becomes... Or marry rich. Find a job that's tolerable, and then once it starts not being tolerable anymore, jump ship and find another job that's tolerable.
Yeah.
And repeat until you retire and die.
Yeah, like, your job isn't your life. Contrary to what people say. Like
it should be. But it's not, because society sucks.
Wait, you think your job should be your life?
I think it should be in my communist paradise that exists in my head.
Oh, okay.
On the commune.
No, it's like you don't have to you shouldn't have to like devote your entire life to your job. Like your job doesn't have to be your identity. That's why you should, like, if you can, get like a chill office job that like pays pretty well and it's like, like more tolerable than anything else, so that you can like actually have time, like find a way to do stuff you actually care about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and and
then if possible, if like there's something you're really passionate about, like, and if you can turn that into a job, like if you're an artist or something, or like do something in that realm, that's like the goal, right? Like if that's what you like, I don't know, but like. Maybe you could walk dogs. I know some people who do that. That's kind of a chill job, but it might be kind of being a babysitter.
Nanny. I mean,
it depends on the kid.
Like if because I know office jobs, not everyone has the
access
to that. I know that's kind
true.
of a privileged thing.
If they don't have the access, then what could they do?
Yeah, I would say walk some dogs.
Walk some dogs.
And
Babysit. What else?
There are no other good jobs. Those are the only two good jobs.
Yeah.
All right, let's move to the next one.
Okay. All right.
I was wondering if you guys think that in about 20 years, will there still be electricians? I feel like being an electrician is not a very hip, cool, and Gen Z thing. I don't think I've ever met any person ever that is like under the age of 40 that wants to be an electrician. You think this will be a problem in the future? What are we going to do about this? Thanks.
That's actually, I've been thinking about this too.
That's a dang good question.
I've been thinking this.
I'm gonna say, yes, there's gonna be electricians. Of course, there's gonna be electricians.
Don't electricians make a lot of money?
Well, here's the thing. This is the fun little thing about society, is that when people stop becoming a thing, but it's a thing people need, people start paying more money for that thing.
True.
So if we need more electricians in the future, and less people are going to be becoming electricians, being an electrician could be like a six-figure job.
I thought it was a six.
It might already be a six-figure.
Like I'm pretty sure like electricians get paid really well, pretty well.
And 20 years from now,
like a trade school too. Like going back to the previous question, like I don't know how bad being an electrician is, but like going to trade school, like I think there are jobs out there that pay well, that are like maybe a little more hands-on and like less like political, because like office jobs can be political, which sucks.
Mm-hmm. So this is my prediction. All right, so 20 years from now, we're gonna have a lot more like solar panels and renewable energy. So like being an electrician is going to be seen as like a progressive cool thing.
I think it's pretty cool.
Where you're going to well thinking about like how can we get more Gen Z and Gen
Yeah.
Alpha people to be electricians? We'll be like, do you want to help bring upon the solar punk revolution? Become an electrician. And then all these like Gen Z like philosophy, psychology majors are going to be like, I should become a like solar punk electrician. You know what I mean?
Solar punk electrician.
So that's my prediction. So yes,
I think there will be. I mean, honestly, there probably are people who want to be electricians, but they're not as like online as we are. You know what I mean?
I think it's cool. Electricity is cool.
I think it's cool. I genuinely think it's cool. I think they get paid well. I'm pretty sure. And like this, I think you like go to a 2-year trade. I literally don't know, but like, I feel like it's a good option for people probably. And also, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we need to like take all the Brooklyn DJs and then make them become electricians. Like we need to take all the podcasters and DJs. Like we have enough. Go become an electrician.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say,
or why not both?
And I just want to go back to like when I said a little bit earlier, only half of American adults have college degrees. Lots of people that just don't go off, get college degrees. Lots of people aren't chronically online. Lots of people are like, oh, I want to be an electrician. You know what I mean? Like they just have like a normal life where they have like a normal job where they do that. So yes, we're going to have electricians.
True. Listening and learning. Okay. Oh, there's another career one.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm a junior in high school, and I feel kind of lost about where I'm going, or like aimless. I guess I don't know what I should major in, and like career. Also, I promise I'm not about to cry, but I'm about to cry. And I feel like now there's such an emphasis on doing things that you like or something that you're really passionate about. But I've been like depressed for a long time, or like a good chunk of my formative years. So I've never really felt passionate about something or have known what I want to do and where I want to go. And just the closer I get to like SATs and figuring stuff out and applying to colleges, I have no idea where I want to go or what I want to do or what I should major in, and it's really difficult, and I am scared. And I guess I don't even know if there's a way to answer this, or because it's very, very personal, but at this point, I don't know, like people are just telling me to do something that makes money and whatever, but everything is just, I'm so uninterested in, and I wish I was, and if I should just die. I don't know. Okay, that is all, and I'm sorry, this is like so bad.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That makes me so sad, but like, I really relate to her or them. I really relate to them
I relate to them as well.
a lot.
When I was in high school, I felt the same way.
Same.
So I'm going to go ahead and repeat what I said a little bit earlier in the episode because I feel like I'm sure we have a lot of listeners who need to hear this. If you go to college and graduate, you are in a good spot. Okay? It doesn't matter what you major in. It does I personally, think it's okay. I felt exactly the way, and I'm sure Sophie can relate, the same way you felt when I was a junior in high school. Like, holy crap, I am already making major decisions that are going to affect the trajectory of the rest of my life. Blah, 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 blah. It's really not like that. It's really not like that at all.
That's how I felt too. Like, I was like, oh my God, like I thought like, oh my God, this is so much pressure for like a 17-year-old to like be deciding like how the rest of their life goes, but that, like you were saying, like that's not true.
Yeah.
That's not how it is.
No,
it's really not. Like, the important thing is just doing the basics.
Yeah, and like I said, as someone who's graduated, I know people who've majored in media studies or film and movies and cinema, and then they're like working in finance or whatever because it doesn't matter. Like it's just like there's majoring in something in college that has like a little bit more hard skills. That's always good, but if you don't, like, you can just go on YouTube and figure out how to like learn these things. Like, you'll be okay. So
yeah, and also like I would definitely recommend, like, if you don't know what you want to do, like go in like undecided
Yeah.
into college. Because
Yeah.
I wish I did that. I really do. Because I started in biochemistry because I was good at science and math and in high school. And I thought like, okay, I want to be a doctor because I want to make money because I'm terrified. I also like context. I had like OCD that had to do with like school and like succeeding and stuff like this. So like I had like terrible anxiety and depression about this stuff. So like anyway, I majored in what I thought I should do so that I could make money and then feel secure, you know, to like manage that anxiety. And I really didn't like it. I had no like actual interest in it. It was literally just because I thought I would be able to get a good job out of it. And I wouldn't recommend that. And I also like didn't know what I wanted to do like deep down. I just sort of like went with, oh, I like skincare. I don't know, I want to be a dermatologist. Like I wanted to be a dermatologist, but I barely wanted to be. You know what I mean? Like I had like a vague interest. I thought, okay, this is like a job that's like kind of interesting. It's also would make me a lot of money. And like, I don't know, I do well in school. I think I can make it work. But beyond that very surface level, like idea, I really didn't know what I wanted to do. Like I liked all the, like the things I learned in school. Like I have very broad interests, but I didn't know like what I wanted to do. And like I think a lot of the opportunities you get with like your career like come without you expecting them. Like for example, like me starting Joan.of.arca completely changed my life, and I had no idea I'd ever do that. So you never know, like things just happen.
Start a meme page. That's basically.
No, like honestly though, start a meme page. You never know.
Okay, but honestly though, I have to say, I think even just going a little bit more meta with this question, it's to me it sounds like you just are very depressed right now. Like I don't think any career advice. I think the more fundamental thing is you don't need career advice. You need to like get out of this rut of depression that you're in, because if you weren't depressed, you'd be able to see these things a little bit more clearly. Yes, everyone has anxiety about their future, but it sounds like you're really depressed.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not going to be able to fix that with one answer, but I will tell you, you have a lot to look forward to in life, because I got to college, didn't know what I was going to major in either, was so anxious, and then in college, I made friends, I had a great time. I finally, after a while, figured out what classes I wanted. I enjoyed. I smoked some weed. I listened to some podcasts. I found some interest in various topics. And life got so much better. And the same thing's going to happen to you, I promise.
True. Yeah, you got this. I feel for you. You're going to be okay. You really are. You don't need to know everything right now. Just get through it, you know? Just get through it.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna say my name. It's Chi. But I really like this guy. He goes to Arizona State University. He plays football. And, like, literally, like, I like him so much. But I don't think he's getting, like, a hand. Like, I don't think he's listening. Because I told him I liked him, but he just to hit me up. So, like, he kind of, like, responds to my note. So, like, I'm not really sure, you know? Like, it's hard out here. But he kind of looks like one of those guys that, like, looks like he's gay, but he's not gay. You know, like, he is Doc Martens, he's not gay. You know, he's one of those. Yeah, I'm just here. Yeah. Thanks. I need to get this off my chest.
Oh my goodness, someone's got a crush. Okay, Arizona. Okay, your first red flag is Arizona State. Just kidding. Sorry. I love making fun of Arizona State University for no reason. It's literally just no reason, but I don't know why I do.
I love how you're like, he's like giving off gay vibes, but he's not gay. For example,
I know exactly.
He's wearing Doc Martens.
I know exactly what you mean.
But like wearing Doc Martens, if you go to Arizona State University, I'm sure is like a whoa. That guy is
epic.
That guy is epic. So.
Sorry, the rice wine beer is hitting.
You're gonna meet a lot of guys out there who wear Doc Martens,
yeah.
so you'll be okay.
I don't know, like.
If you told
you met this, like I feel like give it some time, like feel the vibe, you know, like.
Well,
my general rule of thumb is like don't go for someone who's not that into you, or like seems like kind of wishy-washy about it.
Yeah, you'll just hurt yourself.
Yeah.
And the thing is like it sounds like you already told him that you like him, if I heard that correctly.
Yeah.
And the fact that like it sounds like you're still a little bit like unsure about the situation, to me sounds like that's you're setting yourself up for a kind of some pain, you know? Like usually if you tell someone you like them, you know, and they're either gonna like make it pretty clear to you they like you back, and if they don't and they're feeling a little bit more ambiguous, then they might string you along and just be like, she could be kind of a fun thing, or they could be kind of a fun thing to keep myself busy. Just be careful is all I'm saying. Be careful.
Yeah, be careful.
And there's gonna be
feel it out.
And I know you know this is Arizona State University guy. I don't think very many guys in Arizona wear Doc Martens, but here in New York, plenty of guys wear Doc Martens. So I know you can always come across to the East Coast and find plenty of those guys if that's what you're into.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so I guess my question's kind of late, but what is something you guys do to stay positive during the literally worst times you have ever gone through? I haven't hit rock bottom, but my car caught on fire literally Tuesday, I think, and that has ruined my whole mood. I'm trying so hard, but I don't know. Help me.
Oh, I feel so bad. Everyone's like struggling. So how do you stay positive, Kaio, through the bad times?
Well, as someone who is in my mid-20s and has gone through my ups and downs of various bad times, I am old enough to know deep down internally, like in my gut, that whenever I go through a bad time, because I've gone through many very, very bad times, that things do eventually get better. So I know that to be true. So that's kind of what I tell myself. But, you know, if you're a younger listener, maybe if you're, you know, still a teenager in college, you're still relatively young. So maybe that's like a little bit harder to internalize. Because when I was in college, I thought, oh my God, my life is going to just suck forever. Because I hadn't gone through enough like ups and downs to understand like there'll eventually be another up. So trust me when I say there's going to be another up is like the first and foremost thing. And in terms of like, you know, when I'm in like really in a dark place, you know, it's for me, it's always helpful for me to remind myself like I need to like take it easy and be gentle on myself, and like maybe I can eat a little bit less healthy, you know what I mean? Like, you know, just like understand like, okay, right now you're going through a hard time, so you need to like make sure you're investing in like being like gentle to yourself and kind to yourself until things get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be okay. Like in those moments it feels so hard to like imagine anything else but like what you're going through now and how it could get worse, you know? Like it really does get better. It really does. It's just like it feels so intense. Like you feel like you're never gonna like escape the feeling, but you do.
You always somehow do.
Yeah, you always do. So just, I'm so sorry about your car. That sucks.
And on a more pragmatic, well, maybe not pragmatic, on a more just direct, specific, and less abstract level, listening to a lot of music is always a great coping mechanism.
Like I'd recommend 21 Pilots, Coldplay. Just kidding. Sorry.
Sophie, there's people who probably listen to that who watch her.
I'm sorry. The drink's hitting.
Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, go for Lana. Tell it. Yeah, put some Lana Del Rey on.
Put on like, Fireman's first album. I've heard that one's good.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. Yeah, so it's really gonna be fine. Just like. Yeah, surround yourself with like stuff you like that like makes you forget about things that are making you sad.
Yes.
You got this. You're gonna be okay. Okay, I'm excited about this next one.
Oh my god. I feel so slay for leaving this message right now. Sophie, I'm breaking my anonymity with Miss Sabra from high school. Hi. you can include that. You can also not include that. I don't care. But all that being said, I have some tea because I am, in fact, losing the IDGAF war. So I have a crush on a coworker, a male coworker nonetheless, which is embarrassing to admit. But I don't know. I guess I'm just like, if you have any thoughts on like good ways to break the ice with people, we've been hanging out like one-on-one, like probably like 4 times now. I just saw him today and we got breakfast and went for a walk. And I'm just like, I've never actually like hung out with a crush of mine before, and I'm like, I don't know how to tell this guy that I like him because I'm scared. Yeah, and everybody around me has been telling me that I need to just like tell him that I like him because clearly he likes me back, but I think something in my mind is like, no, that's not real, it's fake. So yeah, I don't know. All advice, welcome. Also, I'm being very vague, but yeah. Also, you slay so hard. You're so cool. Hope you're doing good. Bye.
Oh my gosh, this made me so happy. I love you, Sabra. Oh my god, I miss you. I didn't realize you were following Joan of Arca, but that's so sweet. Sabra is really cool. I know her, she originally. Sorry, I feel bad. I'm gonna mess up people's pronouns.
Next time we do this, we're gonna make you know the pronouns.
Oh my god, Sabra was this person I knew. She was in my we had this thing in advisory in junior high, where like the first like 30 minutes of the day, like we would be in this like classroom and like we'd like do activity. Like it was just like kind of like a homeroom vibe kind of thing. And we were in the drama club one because we were all in drama club. She was really beautiful. She had like this beautiful long hair and always like wore these cool dresses. Like I thought she was super cool.
Okay, so it's safe to say this guy has a crush on her then.
Yeah, because she's
okay.
epic.
No, but seriously, if you're getting breakfast with a guy, he likes you. You don't just get breakfast with someone who doesn't like you.
I was gonna ask you about your male perspective on this because I actually don't know because I'm a girl and I don't have a lot of experience with this. But like, anyway, like.
Guys are pretty straightforward.
I just want to acknowledge the fact that hi Sabra, like this is so cool to
hi Sabra.
Sabra's really epic.
He likes you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You get into it.
All right. So if he's getting breakfast with you, he probably I'm gonna say probably likes you just to hedge a little bit.
Yeah.
But I would say like it sounds like inside of you hanging out with him 4 times.
Oh yeah.
It sounds like you literally like are on the edge of like bursting. Like you cannot hold it in anymore that you like this guy. Mm-hmm. So like I think it's very likely that the next time you hang out one-on-one with him, it's gonna come out. It just has to come out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So, I mean, that's what happened with us, kind of.
Yeah, it just comes like that's what happens.
Yeah, and I literally was like not into men, like.
Yeah, I would say think of it this way.
Yeah, wait, I'm trying to think about like.
You and him are already basically dating. You know what I mean? Like,
True.
If you've seen someone one-on-one 4 times, you're basically like already dating.
And
you know what I
like
mean?
A guy and a girl, like I'm assuming a straight guy or bi guy.
Yeah, unless there's a plot twist where he's gay, I just can't imagine he doesn't like you. You know what I mean?
No, I think like if a man's getting breakfast, that's like a feminine trait.
I would say honestly at that point,
meaning like if he's like willing to get breakfast with you, that feels like a little intimate. You know what I mean?
I think it's safe to say at this point, like. Next time you hang out, maybe before you leave, or if the moment is right, like put your hand around his arm.
Yeah, see what he
like,
does, like see how he reacts.
Give him a little kiss on the cheek after saying goodbye. You know what I mean? Like I feel like at this point, like
see how he reacts. I mean, like I would say like do very like subtle thing. Like I don't know, like
maybe when you're sitting next to him, like lean on him or something. You know what I mean?
Kai would do that with me, and I was like,
yeah. No, she did it with me to be clear.
We did both. It went both ways.
We both gave signals.
Yeah, but it was even more complicated for us because of my orientation. So, but I mean, now it seems obvious to me. Like I can tell, like that he likes me, right? But like I don't know. Like looking as like an outside party, I think he does like you. I mean. if he, I think he likes you. So just try something, like feel out the vibe. Maybe do something like at night, like go to a movie or something. Like say you want to go see a movie, or like go, you know, like maybe where it's like not like, because that kind of sends a message. Like if you want to do something at night, it sends a message that it's like a little more like intimate. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be like intimate. You know what I mean? But like
Exactamente.
like do something where it's like feels like a date, but isn't like explicitly a date.
Exactamente.
And then see how he reacts. You know.
Exactamente.
Yeah, you got this, Sabra. You're gorgeous and funny and really sweet. I remember like you told me where you got your dress, and I bought the exact same dress at American Eagle because I thought you were really cool. So you got this, Sabra.
Exactamente.
So nice to hear from you. I wish you the best of luck, and if you can, just like let me know how it goes. I'm curious.
Exactamente.
All right.
Next one.
Yes.